Matthew chapter 13, the parable of the wheat and the tares. Verse 24, Matthew chapter 13. Another parable he put forth for them, saying, this is Yahushua HaMashiach speaking to the people. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. So while men were sleeping, the enemy came and manipulated his dreams, planting things while he was sleeping, and then he disappeared. Okay? Verse 25, but while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servant of the owner came and said to him, Sir, did you not sow good seed in your field? How does it have tares? So you have wheat, which is a good, and you have the tares, that is the bad seed, right? He said to them, an enemy has done this. The servant said to him, do you want us to then go up and gather them? But he said, no, lest while you gather up the tares, you also uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow until the harvest. And at the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, first gather together the tares and bind them in a bundle and burn them up, but gather the wheat into my barn. So Abba Yahweh is going to take all the wheat into his barn, and all the tares are going to be flung into the fire furnace to burn up. So what happens, children, while we're sleeping is a whole lot of things are happening. The enemy is planting a lot of evil. Okay, they're doing incantations, which is basically evil words and spells that they're saying over and over again. They picture the person that they're trying to curse, and they start speaking all of these things. Some of them do blood sacrifices, and when they initiate that blood sacrifice, they are enabled to send spirits, evil spirits, to attack people. Some people end up losing their mind. Some people end up having sicknesses, diseases, and infirmities in their bodies. Some people end up losing their jobs. Some people end up losing their assets. Some people end up losing their spouses, their marriages. Some people end up losing their family members. Some people, it's death. There's so many things, children. So many things that happen while the enemy is, and let me say this quickly. Thank you for Holy Spirit for reminding me of this. I recently heard a testimony of a woman who got pregnant by a man that she just had a one-night stand with. And she was going through a whole lot in her life at the time. And she was just ready to have an abortion, sorry. In 3 days, she was about to have an abortion, because I think she was on drugs, I believe that's what she said. And she was just in a very rough place at that time in her life, right? She had lost everything. One of her parents, I think she had lost, and some other things was happening in her life. She was at rock bottom. And she said to God, God, you have 3 days. I'm going to have an abortion. If it is not your will for me to have an abortion,